welcome to another edition of Pendragon Poetry. So, I'm currently in a place called Scalea. I mean, I could have picked this, of all the places I've just been in, all these natural, beautiful places, I've chosen a fucking train station to do this, but let's do it anyway. So, what am I doing in Italy? Well, I've been here 14 days. Now, 14, quattordici, is the number of lines in the sonnet. There are 14 sonnets in a crown of sonnets, and I say there are 14 crowns of sonnets in a sequenza grande. So 196 sonnets to be created. Now I've done 6 of those, and I've done 2 half ones, which make a 7th in my life. The Silver Rose. It's basically like the Odyssey, as where Axis and Allies is the Iliad. The Silver Rose, the sonnet sequence, is my Odyssey, the journey. Now, that begins in Scotland and Britain, then it goes on a journey around London. Anyway, blah blah blah, we're not here to talk about that. So, 7 of those are done. Now another 7 means I have some kind of grand sequenza of grand sequenzas, you know. Not grand sequenza, crown of grand sequenzas. Maybe call it something like Maharaja or something. Anyway, blah blah. So I'm now doing number 8 of the 14, and it's called Paradiso Trovata. Means paradise found. And it's all going to be in Italian, concerning my journey around Basilicata and Calabria. And in Basilicata, that's where Serafino de Salandra wrote his play, which inspired Milton. So it's like, oh my God, paradise lost, paradise found, paradise perduto, paradise lost, paradise trovato, trovata, paradiso trovato, trovato. You've got to, when it's a paradiso, then it's trovato. If it's paradisa, it will be trovata. Italian is very funny like that. So I've been doing it. Now here in my book, you'll see, is my 14 days of note taking. Everywhere I've been, I've always jotted down notes. Now, I'm not going to use everything what I've written down, and that's not going to form the complete body of the text. I'm going to use like stuff, you know, what I've researched from before. I'm also going to stitch into the text something by Attilio Bertolucci, and also some from Dante's Paradise, stuff from Norman Douglas, because he wrote this book, O Calabria, and yeah, it's going to be good. So that is what will be happening later this year, as the next few weeks. I'll also be trying to finish Axis and Allies, getting closer to the end of that, and I suppose I can double that up in this video. I might as well make a 2-hour of it. Actually, there's also the Saga of Kurt Cobain, and there's also going to be Kettman Karen. So the Saga of Kurt Cobain, that's in Ottava Rima. That's good for the Americans. Then Paradiso Trovato is for the Italians. Kettman Karen is going to be this like cutting, incisive like sequence. That's for the British. You know, the only I could do, you've got to be British to write that one. And of course, Axis and Allies, that's going to be the big finale. So where am I with Axis and Allies? Well, I'm clearly writing a lot of poetry at the same time as I'm finishing it. And I think that's probably what you should do. You should finish with a flourish when you're writing. You know what I mean? Finish with a flourish. Not just Axis and Allies. If I'm in the zone, if I'm writing epic poetry, let's see if I can use the same sort of seam, the same richness, same energy, to diversify and write other poetry as well. And so as I'm finishing my epic poem, I'm also writing some of the greatest poetry, well I'd say so, poetic models for the future in various different sort of you know, like I said, America, Italy, and the British are going to get theirs. So yeah, I'm very excited. So on this tour I've been writing, I think I've written 14, 15 triptychs, I wrote the two cantos, like the same canto. The first one was Yeo Thomas. He was being tortured in like this Gestapo prison. I can't believe it, like in Italy, absolutely gorgeous area, and I'm writing about fucking, you know, World War II torture. Anyway, the other one was the Battle of Iwo Jima. Again, but I wrote 5 or 6 cantos of that, stanzas of that the other day, going through 3 litres of wine in Viggianello. It's a beautiful place. That's where I should have made this video, but okay, it's too late now. But then when I get back, I've probably got about 50, 60 stanzas to do. If I get my head down, start working hard, 50, 60 stanzas to do. I did have an idea of finishing it by June 21st and going to spending Midsummer's Day on Cadair Idris, and I might still do that anyway, even if I've only got if I don't actually finish it. But like I said, if I can prove to myself I don't even need to go outside. I can just sit down and write 5 or 6 stanzas. If I've got 3 litres of cheap wine, I can do it anyway. So we'll see what happens. It's May 28th today. So I've still got just over 3 weeks before the June 21st deadline. So let's see if I can make one of these videos from Cadair Idris. That would be good. I really wish I'd been in a prettier place. I guess that's the best you're going to get from this area. But look, the orange roofs of Italy. So that's where I am. Axis and Allies ticking over. Two new sonic sequences coming together, Kettering Karen and this one now, Paradiso Trovato, and then the Saga of Kurt Cobain. So I intend to write some of the greatest, I'm going to write one of those Annus Mirabilis, the miracle years, you know, Keats did in 1819 when he wrote all these great works. It's possible to just have a year where you are on top of your form. It is my Gemini, in a Gemini dragon year, it's my dragon year, so hopefully I can pull this off. Wish me luck.